All right, listen. The computer's saying that we got 29 minutes. Hold on, where's the charger at? But I wanted to take my brother on a little journey. You know what I'm saying? Because he's grown up in a world where he's seen nothing but this foolishness. Okay. This could have never happened in my time. Someone like this could have never become famous outside of reality TV. So this is the Demure girl. If you're not familiar,
My makeup for work, very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go to the job. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure. I'm very modest. I'm very mindful. You see my shirt? Only a little chichi out, not my chocho. Be mindful of why they hired you. Here's your reality check, diva. What's the name you'd like me to make it out to? You see how I do my makeup for work? Very demure.
whoa, he ended that drawing with a bar. He said, here's a reality check. Who should I make it out to? I ain't gonna lie, I was slick. that was kind of slick. But now, so I was talking about. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this show, man. I watched it. I showed you guys this yesterday and whatnot. When I was doing my breakdown on the Demure girl and whatnot. So I want to kind of get into the origins of what led to like huge women getting online with all the confidence in the world, on Beyonce's internet. And Beyonce's internet is probably why you're all out of pocket right now. Okay. So we're gonna hop in the time machine of the internet before my computer dies, and we're gonna look at something called Big Women, Big Love. All right, and I want him to see big girls because it's important, because I want you to see this, see how big girls kind of almost so much used to that. This was the beginning of the delusional huge girl. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of this. I actually can't. We can't go that long because my computer getting ready to die. But yeah, no, you're right. Right, good enough. I mean, I'm accountable. So not going to run. I'm not going to do what everyone thinks I'm going to do, which is flip out. All I want to know is who's watching the show with me. So this is hold on. Big Women, Big Love. That's a wild title. That's not a flattering title at all.
Jessica just wants a freaking medal for the fact that she lost all this weight. And Jen just wanted to like express how she felt. And that wasn't happening with Jessica.
I feel bad. I'm gonna go check on her because something's going on.
Honestly, I think that the word fat shouldn't exist. It's just.
And that's why she's a horrible friend. He's a horrible friend. So what just happened was, the one that has like the work, but basically the one with the most work to do. So I was explaining this yesterday. One is, and I know this might sound mean, but that's a lot of negatives to dating a real heavy girl. And one of them is going to be that they were extremely emotional. And it's not so much because I'm just characterizing them. It's because if you're that overweight, you probably have a dirty microbiome. A dirty microbiome has a lot to do with how your anxiety, your mental health and stuff like that. So by default, if you're a real heavy person, you probably have those issues, especially if you're very heavy, right? So what just happened was they had a disagreement. The pretty black girl that's speaking, she was basically saying, yeah, we're not plus size, we're fat. We're fat girls, because the brown skin one, and when I was talking, she lost weight and is trying to continue to lose more weight. Yeah. That's where she's at. She understands that, all right, this is not good, and I want to keep working on it. Whereas they're at a convention for plus size women, and this is the beginning of there becoming an industry around keeping women fat, rather than saying, yo, you lose weight. Yeah. And that being the end of it. Because there's nothing to talk about. There was nothing to speak about. Oh, shoot. We done missed that meeting. Goodness gracious. Oh, that's a lot of notifications. Anyway.
Horrible. This girl is hurting. And I knew that I had to get up and follow her.
I knew this would keep her. Then I just want to go home.
I want
When I
to
was
see what she
little,
does.
I got bullied for being bigger. And saying Jen, you're fat makes me feel alone. And when I feel alone, I run away. But like all they were talking about was late loss. Maybe I should just leave because clearly this isn't for me.
I don't know where she went.
So she was crying during this scene, and she cried in the confessional as well. And when she's storming off, she's complaining about them talking about losing weight. When that's why you're here to begin with.
Look at you making that girl cry.
No, but she cried on her own.
She is, fam. That this kind of crying, I haven't seen Levi cry like this. Levi's 9 years old and will not cry like this. You know how much it takes for him to be this hurt? She's blubbering. She is, as a matter of fact, they probably cut out the part where she drools.
Just leave me alone, people. Just leave me alone until you just go away. I never wanted to do this.
Damn, she went on the floor.
I know I need to lose weight, but I don't want to.
Jen, I'm here for you because I don't want to see you crying.
Jessica's a bitch.
We're just fat. At the end of the day, it's what we are.
Yo, look, your whole world is falling apart. She is like, what do you, fam? It's one thing if like she was like really in shape saying that, or she's like not, fam. This is your homegirl. She's going to help you, right? She had like she's not a model saying this to you. Y'all are all big. She's trying to help you.
Her arms up like it was some like revelation or something.
Fam, you see her world coming apart. Like, yo, oh my bad, fair use. Relax, you two. Don't be a hater. Fair use. We're not doing anything wrong.
Jessica was talking down and like judging her.
But even right now, I feel like you're talking to me like you're better than me.
Girl, what did you drink?
She's so holier than thou.
Only way they felt better about
That's
themselves.
not what holier than thou means. Holier than thou. That's not how you use it. Like, let me tell you something, Sash. When people get really upset, they use words, they use phrases incorrectly and just start freestyling. All right, that's not holier than thou means that they have the moral high ground, or it speaks to morality and how much. Again, the person speaking to having a higher moral high ground. You cannot just use words how you want to because it's inconvenient. This is why. And she's sitting down. She didn't even make her stand up. She went and sat down with her. Goodness gracious.
Wait. And it's like, that's not what this, even like, supersize my love life. That's not what it's about.
You know, women are
And I
petty.
wanted to punch the shit out of her.
Like, even that reference is to food. You only super. There's nothing else gets supersized aside from McDonald's fries.
Or the drink.
They trying to say that your love life is a box of fries. It's barely that. Oh.
But I figured that wasn't appropriate.
That's insecurity showing its face. And she's
Right.
embarrassed.
You ever decide to lose weight, that's your decision. But you're happy the way you are right now.
No, she's not. She's on the floor. She's on the floor crying. She got you on the floor. There's never, man, no matter what's going on in your life, you're my brother. There has never been a time where we've had to get on the floor together. You know what I'm saying? Because you cry on the floor or I'm crying on the floor.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, nah, actually, no. You see the dead body. And it still didn't result, and you want to sit on the floor crying. I don't think you even cried. I don't think you barely got upset about it. You know what I'm saying? I think like mom had to point out, like, I had to actually, I felt kind of bad a little bit afterwards. Like, yeah, I guess you did see a body.
Yeah.
This is when a landlord passed away, and Sash told me that there was a man in there sleeping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
First of all, our landlord, lifeless on the floor, looked nothing like a man sleeping on the floor. First of all, he didn't say he's on the floor. I thought he was saying that someone snuck into our landlord's apartment and was in here sleeping, and we happened to walk in on him sleeping.
Yeah, I know what's going on. I mean, Grandma said that you had like left or something, and I took like a quick glance, and yeah.
To be young, like you imagine if you would have went upstairs and said, "Oh my gosh, man, they're sleeping," and left it alone. Because we went down there because it was stinking in there, and we thought that he didn't take his garbage out. Because our landlord used to go away for like 2 months at that time. I was like, yo, if his apartment stinks right now, then like it's gonna be stinking for like mad long. So we were just trying to help out.
Yeah.
So we went in there. We opened the kitchen. Like, oh my God, what's in this refrigerator that smells so bad? And we look in the garbage, like, there's nothing in the garbage. I'm like, what's smelling so bad? Then I'm not sure if I realized the smell was coming from the back of the house. I think you ventured to the back of the. You have an adventure.
Yeah. I want to see what the inside looked like. I never been there.
Oh, he was just being nosy. He wasn't trying to find nothing out. Because we had no idea that like there was a tragedy that happened. Yeah. And he comes out and says, "Oh, there's a man in there sleeping." I was like, I'm like, yo, we in danger. Yeah. I'm like, yo, we gotta go. You know what I mean? And like, I forgot what made me go look. And I was like, oh, no, that's shoulders. Yeah. His body's bloated up because he's passed on. So even then, that did not result in Sash storming away and no one cried on the floor. Yeah. Okay. So what that wind blowing?
Spirits, I guess.
Oh, it was not raining. That'd be inconvenient.
Oh.
It's like I am, but I'm not. And it's just them talking about that made me really insecure about me.
She crying so much they got subtitles for her. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go.
Myself,
Yeah,
just know your time so much like every day.
I feel the same way. Listen, you're beautiful. Girl, you know what drew me to you is your genuine personality. Some people aren't genuine.
Mara and I, we don't know each other that long, but there's a realness to her. And those are the type of people I want to be around.
No, that's not a realness. No, she thinks she's being nice, but she's a terrible friend. For someone who will tell you that, fam, first of all, she like the out of all of them, she's the only one that she lost 40, she probably lost the weight. She lost 40 pounds. She's kind of like a regular, like size, like thick girl. Like, cause she wasn't like the only one who didn't have like, big curtain arms and stuff like that. Them girls, some real big girls and whatnot. But what was going on in this scene is like, yo, like this is not there's nothing wrong with trying to comfort someone. What should have happened was that she should have came and said, hey, we're having a good time. Like, why are you leaving? It's okay if she wants to cry and you're kind of supporting her, but calling the other girl out her name, saying she's a bitch and all this type of stuff, and y'all all calling the girl names because she told y'all the truth. I'm like, you look in the mirror every day.
Like, I feel like she was singled out or something. Like said we're fat. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean. And and telling her these things about her that I don't want to say no one cares about, but here's another thing too. Someone who can act like this is probably not a nice person. You can't be a nice person and act like this. Someone who will storm. First of all, someone who will storm off like that is crazy. Okay. We're gonna play like another few minutes and we gotta go. It's like 8:30, man. But and I gotta eat me a burger.
I also need to realize that I need to love myself at every size that I am. And I felt like
we're gonna stop it right there. Because that is the thesis for what came after that. You've always had like women trying to, rationalize being huge and stuff like that, right? But what she just said, that was the thesis for like a whole generation of women. Because the thing is that I feel like it made women bigger. Because I was talking to grandma the other day. I said one of the reasons why you see a lot, especially like black women, with more weave. Because when I was around your age and whatnot, you didn't like it was weave, but it was more frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Because people would ask, "Is that your real hair?" or she got fake hair on. Yeah. So like you couldn't just get that off and just walk in with a wig. Or you had no more hair yesterday, now you got a wig on. And again, for some time, people that was more like an old lady and stripper thing. You were a stripper or old lady, you had wigs. Like, when I saw Suna put a wig on, I was like, wow, Suna has a wig. That's crazy. She's really wearing a wig in high school, you know what I mean? But that wasn't a thing back then, you know what I mean? So a lot of different things. But anyway, so as women got bigger, started noticing that the weaves started getting longer and more full to make up for these big faces. Yeah. And I ain't talking about big paper. You understand? So, but the whole when she says, I need to love myself, man, the answer is not, you obviously do not love yourself. All right. Let me tell you something. A woman's this may sound cliche and oversaid in terms of like men in the manosphere and whatnot, but it's the truth. It's the same as a guy being very comfortable being broke. All right. Could you imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Imagine there was a convention for broke niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at the table saying, yo, we gotta get together. Yo, bro, we're broke. Like, we're not doing good. And then somebody storms off like, oh my God, he keeps talking about getting a job. And I just don't know. And I'm saying, and then the nigga goes in the room and then she took the cover and rolled onto the floor and never got off the floor. They had a whole conversation on the floor. So what probably happened with that girl was that she was coddled by her parents. She has no self-awareness, and she doesn't really know what love is. Love is sacrifice too. We can't really define love, right? But you're not taking care of yourself in a basic way, you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's about the storm. We gotta move the couch. Yeah, we gotta go, man. Sash, you got any last words? Fam, when you get home, you gotta watch this so you can have some thoughts. All right, and we're going to watch this again because this is the bro.
I don't know. It's like the only thing I say about like the broke convention is like if the friend that came in was just like, man, don't worry about it. Let's just go back out there and eat all that free food and take some with us.
There you go, Sash. Now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. All right, guys, like, share, subscribe, man. We having fun, man. This is family content, man. We know it's a little bit different from what I usually do and everything. So you're gonna be seeing more of my family and whatnot. You're gonna see my other brothers from my other side soon. You said, You're gonna be seeing my other brothers from other side soon. You're gonna see me with the whole family doing content, man. So hope y'all enjoy and we having fun, man. Y'all be safe, man. Peace.